Hello people with 3D printers, and welcome to my first video where I actually talk with you. In this video I will show you the first steps into Prusa Slicer that you need to do in order to slice your first model and ready to paint. Also, this video will be the start of a series of many others about Prusa Slicer, so don't forget to subscribe. I'll take this with the very beginning where you just install Prusa Slicer, as you can see it here, and a window with a setup wizard will pop up, a window like that. So we go to the next. In here you have to choose your printer, whatever printer you have. I have mine selected here. Next. If you have this one, this video is not for you. Next. If you don't have a Prusa printer, you can also choose from these three options. One more thing that I need to share with you guys is that this video is not only for Prusa users. So beside these three, go next, and this is very interesting because if you cannot find your printer in the preview tab, you can just check this box, put a name in here for your printer, and just go next. Choose your firmware in here. Next, of course, the bed shape and size. Next, also the filament nozzle, this is very important. Right now it's set to 0.4, and the filament diameter also you need to put in here. Next, also the temperature, extrusion temperature and bed temperature. I will uncheck this because I'm a Prusa user. Next, this tab is not very important, but I will choose PLA because most of the printers that you bought will come with a sample of PLA. So you just click PLA. You can choose Prusa, made for Prusa, or all, doesn't matter. Next, be sure you have these two checked. Next, doesn't matter. And I would suggest to select the simple mode if you are a beginner. Finish. Okay, now I will show you how to load your first model into the Prusa Slicer. There you have three ways to do that. The first way is to go File, Import STL, OBJ, etc. When you installed your Prusa Slicer also, it creates a folder named 3D objects. So go there, 3D objects, go to sample objects, and I will choose the Banshee because it's so popular now. Open, wait for it, and you have your Banshee. I will delete now this one. The second way to load it, you have this logo in here with a box that has a plus near it. Click on it. Also choose the Banshee or your model. Open, and you have your Banshee. I will delete this. And now the third way to load your model is the old-fashioned way with drag and drop. I'll pick up the Banshee and drop it in here. Now I will show you a tip. As you can see by the name of the object, you have a triangle with an exclamation mark inside, which means there is some errors into this model. So just fly your pointer over the logo, the triangle logo, and just right click on it, and Prusa Slicer will start to fix the problem that he found. Wait until Prusa does pop up this window. Model repair successfully, okay, and you're ready to go. Almost. Now, let's go focusing on this side of the panel. As you can see, Prusa has three configuration modes: simple, advanced, and expert. You just keep it simple. Now, going down, and with our object selected, going down we have 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6 tabs that we can change. The first one, it's print settings. if you go to this flyout in here, you will find these presets settings. Ignore this, these are mine. So you will find this 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 presets. For this print, I will suggest to choose the normal 0.2 millimeters. Also, one thing that I need to point in here, the numbers before the name of the presets are regarding the thickness of the layer. How thick the layer will be for each preset. So I will choose the 0.2 normal. I will show you in a few moments what's the thickness layer. Going down we have the filament, and probably you will have the Prusa PLA. Look for that, or maybe you already had it selected. Prusa PLA, but in my case won't be Prusa PLA, I will take something else. I have this brand. The third tab is the printer. So you have to choose your printer. Mine is this one, maybe yours it's different. So choose your printer, and the fourth tab is the supports. Do you need supports or not? For this particular print, the Banshee, we don't need support. The fifth one is the infill. Yeah, I will suggest to leave it by default 20%. And I will show you also in a few moments what infill is. Don't tick the brim. Don't worry, all these settings I will come back in another videos and I will take them one by one and explain to you what they are doing exactly. Right now it's okay to go with what I've already explained. So after all this, you go to here on the bottom and you have a tab where it says Slice Now. You just click on it and here it is. The model is sliced. As I promised, I will show you the layers. You see? Now you can see the layers. So when I was talking about the thickness, it's about exactly this. How thick a line in here is. So we choose 0.2 millimeters. I also promised you what is an infill. Go in here in the right and you have a slide. Just grab the top point in here and slowly move it down. Also, after you grab it, you can use your scroll. This is showing you a preview of what your printer will do during the printing process. Now, okay, so let me zoom in here. Yeah, this is the infill. The infill has two main reasons to be there. One is the amount of material used, so you cannot just fill it with layer after layer. In this way you will save a lot of material. And also, maybe more important than that, is the stiffness and strength of the model. So all this being said, the only thing that you need to do right now in Prusa Slicer is to go again here in the bottom and click on the tab, which right now says Export G-code, and you just click on it, save it wherever you want, name it, and you're ready to print.
Artlist.io